Question: do you treat your stockpile like an investment or as a loss? Let's talk about this. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. How's everybody doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a veteran viewer and subscriber here, sincere and humble, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're just popping in to say a quick hello, hope you come back one day and stick around. Do you treat your stockpile, your grocery stockpile, as sort of an investment or like a loss? Boy, that extra money's coming out of my wallet, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I look at it as an investment. It's funny, the terminology stockpile. When I first heard a lot of people using the term stockpile, I kept thinking of, well, military type of stockpile. But people commonly use stockpile for groceries here on this platform and other platforms as well. But stockpile contains the word stock. Stock can be a good thing. It is ownership. The difference is when you invest in this stock in your stockpile, you can only come up a winner. You can't come up a loser. There's only one way that a person can come up a loser with their grocery stockpile. Well, what do you mean by that, Janet? Well, let's say you're not rotating your stockpile. You're not paying attention to the dates. You're not marking it down, keeping a list. All of this sounds like a lot of work. But to be honest with you, if you keep a running list, or if you really know your inventory, or if you at least every single once in a while, let the once in a while be about 2 times a month at minimum. It could be more if you rather check it every week, whatever, just to keep on top of things, because you don't want anything to turn into potential food waste. That is where it can become a loss. But where can it become a winner? So many ways, more ways than I could even think about. Here's something that I noticed the other day. Now, I had received a grocery order, and I did mention in a recent video, you should have heard it by now. Yeah, it was on an audio show. That I had recently purchased 15 pouches of that tuna, the kind that's in the pouches, because first of all, the price, well, that's not the first reason. 1, I like tuna. 2, I like the idea that it is readily available protein. Next, I like the idea that should I need it in a hurry, I don't have to cook it. Love that idea. Also, this doesn't require a can opener. I'm a family of one, so I don't necessarily need the canned one every time. So sometimes for me, that pouch does the trick. And in addition to that, you can take it with you if you're on the go. So suppose you go somewhere and you're in your car and you do not anticipate getting stuck in traffic. Meantime, the hunger pains are happening, right? Keep a couple of those available. I mean, it's just a winner. Then the added bonus is when I learned that those pouches can actually be kept safely for like a couple of years. Okay, so look at the date on it. It is incredible. So like I said, I ordered 15 of those. I stocked up on extra peanut butter, and in that same video, I went over the wonderful health benefits of peanut butter. Peanut butter had a bad rap for a long time. It really, really did. Oh, saturated fat. Guess what? It found out that there's not that much saturated fat in it, or contraire, like 26%, and the remainder of it is the good fat. But that's on that video, and that's a separate issue. Let's focus on the value of your stockpile. Ask yourself, review it. First of all, do you have a stockpile? If you don't, begin with 1 can. How do we start things? 1 can at a time. And really, that's the truth. That's how I started it, and that's how everybody else started. We all start at the beginning. Okay. The next thing, look at what you did get. Analyze it. Did you get stuff that like your family actually eats and uses? Or did you get what I call a Hollywood stockpile? What? What is that? something just for show, something just to impress your friends and neighbors who happen to come around. Next, do you rotate your stockpile to avoid food waste? This is all very important. These are very important things to do. Next, do you take advantage of your stockpile, of your extended pantry for the times in between the grocery hauls where you don't want to use that gas in your car at the moment, when you need to save it for another purpose, where you could delay going to the store? And speaking of which, by the way, I think it pays at this point to get a bunch of stuff delivered to you. This is my opinion, because the less time you're in your car, the less gas you use, etc., etc., etc. Just saying, just saying. Thoughts, thoughts, and thoughts. Just thoughts. Just saying, just saying. Listen, if you have never started a stockpile, it's okay. I believe you should start now. No, I know you should start now. And this is somebody in Stockpile kindergarten saying this. Here's the feeling that I loved, and I do love, and I'm sure anyone who has a stockpile will tend to agree with me. Even if you don't have a bunch of money in your life, you walk away from there knowing at least your family is covered in the food arena, in the food department. That is a good, safe, and secure feeling. You look at it and go, wow, I started with 1 can. I started with 2 cans. It's a comfort. It's like, it really is. It's a comfort to know that you took the initiative. You started out with that 1 can. And a recent video on the Lynn Wilson channel, I have to find that video. I definitely have to find that video and hook it up in the description box, or / the pinned post comments too. Sometimes I like to do that as well. It's all about beginner stockpiling tips. This is very important. It is a feeling that I just love knowing. Every once in a while, I'll walk by it and go, good for you, Jan. You may still be in kindergarten, but at least you're trying. So everybody has to start from the beginning. It certainly beats having it as opposed to not having it. Can anybody relate to this? Please let me know in a comment section below. And I'm curious, does anybody, this sounds like a really silly question, but I'm going to throw it at you anyway. Just wondering, anybody viewing this, do you remember the very first thing that you put in your stockpile? Your very, very first item. Let's see who remembers the very first item you stocked for grocery stockpile with. I am curious to know what you have started your extended pantry with. Thank you so very much. That'll be fun to know. Well, I want to thank you for your time. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Don't forget to come back in the future for some more savings, tips, tricks, stockpile discussions, recipes, you name it, we'll talk about it. In the meantime, let me also find me my outro. Be right back. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care now. Bye-bye.